Hey everybody, this is Ken Ralston coming to you from Gold's Gym in Arlington. I call it the Iron Sanctuary. When the diet's going tough, getting ready for a show, other people say, man, the last place they want to be is the gym. For me, it is the Iron Sanctuary. I love being in the gym. It's a time where I can just give it my all, just get rid of all the stress of life, and just come in here and train. It's great to have you with us. I hope this is helpful to you. I'm trying to make it both educational and inspirational. Doing back today, starting out doing hamstrings as well as back. Starting out doing hamstrings, gonna superset seated leg curls with stiff-legged deadlifts, get a good warm-up on the seated leg curls, and then when I start getting into the heavier sets, run over to the rack and get in a superset with stiff-legged deadlifts. So I work up a lot of warm-up sets, get my mind working in my hamstrings on the seated curls, and then get up to the heavier sets. Start out on the stiff-legged deadlifts with 135, jump to 185, and then do a couple sets at my heaviest set at 225. Again, for hamstrings, form is super important. I can do a lot of weight on stiff-legged deadlifts, but I don't feel it in my hamstrings if I go that heavy. So 225 is pretty much the max for me to really feel it stretching and pulling in the hamstrings. So I'll work up to 2 sets there, and then I'm pretty much done with hamstrings. On to back. I really like doing the pullover machine for back. I feel it really isolates the lats. If you don't go back too far, if you go back too far, it gets your chest a lot in the movement, so I don't like to go back too far. Just keep it in a range of motion that keeps the lats flexed, tight. And from there, move on to pull downs, get a good stretch. I don't like to have a lot of rocking motion where you're using your lower back. I like to just keep it all in the lats, pull it down strict, really feel it contract at the bottom. A lot of people have a misconception that you grab the bar wide for wide lats, but really it's the opposite. If you grab it narrow, you'll see that you get much more range of motion. So you get a better stretch at the top and more of a complete contraction at the bottom. You'll really feel it more in the outer and lower lats. After that, I move on to seated cable rows. I actually use a curl bar so I can grab it a little bit wider and at an angle, and I pull really low to my waist. Again, this is to isolate the lower lats. If you do it in strict form without rocking back and forth a lot and really pull in low to your hips, you'll feel it really contract your lower lats. And that's an area that I'm trying to really isolate right now. My upper back is pretty thick, pretty wide. My overall back development has been really good. My legs, my shoulders have been lagging behind. So actually this year, I took almost a full 6 months off of training back, didn't touch back for about 6 months, really focused on weaker body parts, delts and legs, and made some major improvements in that area, and then started training my back again about maybe 8 weeks ago before the Ironman. And things are coming along good. It's just a little less than 2 weeks out. Energy level is struggling right now. But now's the time when champions are made. I know that God has blessed me and empowered me to do this. The Bible says that greater is He who's in me than he who's in the world. I have the power of God on the inside of me, and I'm going to go for it. The Bible says that in my weakness, Christ is made strong. So when I feel weak, I know there's a strength that's greater than myself that'll cause me to go forward in what God has called me to do. So thank you for being with us in this video series. May God bless you at everything you put your hand to do. We'll see you soon.
Say hi.
Okay, the Washington State Ironman Bodybuilding Championships coming up 2 weeks from last Saturday. It's October 2nd. It's at the Snoqualmie Casino. I just want to invite you to come out, check it out. It's by far the best drug-tested show in the Northwest. Brad and Elaine Craig, they're the promoters. They are phenomenal promoters. They care about the athletes. I'm blessed to count them as personal friends of mine. They are great people, and come out and support Northwest Bodybuilding. Come out and check out the show. You will be amazed. If it's your first bodybuilding show, it's a great one to start out. It'll be a good time. Come on out, support the athletes, and it'll be a good time, entertaining for you.
Don't miss Ken Ralston's next video as he trains legs and biceps. In-depth training advice on how he builds his massive legs and extremely